The quality of the science and technology residing in the people and facilities of New Mexico is truly second to none. And I'm going to continue to fight that even in these tough fiscal times, our laboratories and our universities remain strong. Government can play an important role in helping to foster new government-industry partnerships that spur technological innovation and boost job creation. Good things can happen when we bring together our best scientists, our best engineers, and our most talented private sector entrepreneurs. But I believe there are better ways to leverage our laboratories' resources and the competitive strengths in partnership with our universities and our private sector. A good example is the Sandia Science and Tech Park in Albuquerque, which has about 33 companies employing nearly 2,500 people today in good, high-tech, high-wage jobs, jobs that are above the median income for the state. A recent study showed that the park had generated almost $2 billion in spending since it first opened back in 1998. With modest government support from the federal government, the park is playing a critical role in investing in our economic future. We can learn from that, and frankly, we can expand on those kinds of successes. Fixing that broken system is an urgent priority, and I'm encouraged to see Congress making progress, bipartisan progress, finding common ground on this critical issue that has gone without progress for far too long. We need a solution that includes a visa system that meets the needs of our economy, a tough but fair path to citizenship for the estimated 11 million individuals in our country who are undocumented today, and a plan that ensures security at our nation's borders. Current U.S. policy on undocumented immigration suffers from a major structural flaw. There's a mismatch between our economic realities and our nation's outdated policies. In a balanced way. Make no mistake, inaction would have a devastating impact on our state, including significant job loss. A balanced approach pairs sensible spending reductions with modest contributions from the wealthiest among us. And yes, I believe that compromise, that bipartisanship is possible. Our country is strong because of rigorous debate. But debate does not mean endless gridlock. Despite our differences, there are issues where both parties can come together and find common ground. I saw that last year when I passed the Hearth Act, a piece of legislation that I wrote in the House of Representatives, and made it with bipartisan support both the House and the Senate in one of the most unproductive national sessions in decades. I saw it earlier this week when we passed the Violence Against Women Act through the United States Senate with great bipartisan support. 78 United States senators from both sides of the aisle passed that legislation. It's time for the U.S. House of Representatives to take up that bipartisan legislation to make sure that we protect our tribal communities and the women who live there and get that legislation passed.